Turning now to your community focus, a major vote in Johnston last night as the town council gives the green light to a massive Amazon facility there. Here to talk about that and more, Johnston Mayor Joseph Polisena. He joins us now live via Zoom. Mayor, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Let's start with the big headline, the new Amazon distribution center that's coming to Johnston. An estimated 1,500 jobs, construction jobs on top of those permanent ones, investments in the town. And you've said people should not be concerned about traffic from commuters and tractor trailers because Amazon plans to make improvements to the roads. I'm just curious, how drastically do you think this is going to change the current layout and character of Johnston?
So that's a very good question. You know, when we were getting Citizens Bank to come here, a few of the people thought that the world was going to come to an end in Johnston, and it didn't. So we've done 2 traffic studies. Amazon did one, and we did our own personal traffic study. And of course, the DOT concurred with both studies. And they took those studies, the vehicles from 2019, because in 2020, there weren't a lot of cars on the road. So it's an accurate study. They're going to invest $9 million in the road, about a 1.5 mile stretch of road. And that's a lot of money. So we're very excited. I'm not concerned about the traffic because obviously I don't want to sit in my office and deal with traffic. It's not going to happen. Director Alviti, who does a great job, explained obviously several options last night what's going to happen. They're going to put a couple of traffic lights, a couple of what they call jug handles. And quite frankly, Kim, it's going to really make the Hartford Avenue much safer. I will tell you on the financial end, this town, when you look at all of the numbers and one-time payments and of course the tax stabilization and the community partnership program, we're going to get about $164,634,548 in the next 20 years, which comes out to about $8,231,727. That's financial stability for this town for the next 20 years. So we're very excited. As you mentioned earlier, it's going to create 1,500 full-time jobs, also 1,500 construction jobs. The state obviously is also going to benefit. I want to commend Governor McKee, who I worked with closely to ensure that Amazon, this came to fruition. They could have gone anywhere else, believe me when I tell you, but they wanted to come to Johnston, Rhode Island, and we're very proud of that. It was a very historic night last night in getting this passed, and Amazon's very pleased. They were concerned about the environment, but I have to tell you, I've never met a company that's more concerned about the environment and being green than Amazon. It was amazing, truly amazing. So we're excited. This is big for this town. This is big for the state that we have strong financial security for the next 20 years. And quite frankly, it's going to create good paying jobs. And, Johnston residents will have a couple of hiring days for Johnston residents to have preference. And we also got a couple of other things for the rest of the state where Ripton will be paid up to $90,000 a year for bus passes. For those people who don't have vehicles, who will be working for Amazon, who live in Woonsocket, Central Falls, Pawtucket, and Providence. So we want to make sure we took care of everybody in the state. And of course, there are some other programs that Governor McKee wanted for job training. So it's a great deal. And quite frankly, we probably set the bar higher and set the table higher for Amazon because now we're starting off way up here now. And now they have to negotiate with other communities. So we're very happy.
Mayor, I want to try and get to some other topics if we can. Sure. Johnston is set to get, I believe, close to $9 million from the American Rescue Plan Act. Any thought on what will be done with all of that money?
Sure. So, they say the check's in the mail, but once I get the check in hand, I've talked about it with the council, and we try to split that up amongst the entire town in 5 districts. So if I do a sewer line project in one area or water line project, really, it's so expensive that I won't be able to take care of the whole town. So what I'd like to do is possibly build a new police and fire headquarters, and this way we house the police officers and the firefighters, similar to what Mayor Lombardi did, but not obviously as big. He had Google money. We'll have to add more money to that, but as I said, we're going to be financially secure with Amazon, and plus we've had back-to-back surpluses. So I'd like to build a new police and fire headquarters, which benefits all Johnston residents. So that's something that I'm looking at, working with my town council. I think that's going to be what we're looking at because it'll be spread evenly, if you will, amongst all 30,000 plus residents versus if I did a sewer project in this district, water project in this district, drainage project in another district, and then the other 2 districts have no money left. It's not fair to all of the residents.
And Mayor, just quickly, less than 30 seconds before we have to let you go, you are term limited, and you told the Johnston Sunrise never say never when it comes to running for statewide office, but the clock is ticking, so where do you stand right now?
Well, obviously, my son just had a baby, so I have a new grandson. I plan on teaching him how to fish, do a lot of fishing. I've been asked to run for statewide office at several of the general offices, but right now I'm not interested in that. I'm going to totally support Representative Greg Amore for his position. Of course, I'm supporting Governor McKee, and I'm going to support Lieutenant Governor Matos. So I'm probably going to retire, and I got more years behind me than ahead of me. So I'm going to enjoy life and spend some time with my grandson. I'll be available if people need my advice, free, of course. But that's where I stand. I never say never, but it's probably going to be never. I'm going to enjoy myself and enjoy my grandson. I'm excited about that.
Sounds like a good plan.
That's what I'm looking for.
Johnston Mayor Joseph Polisena, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.